Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Remember the video that I made of the View hosts minus Whoopi Goldberg talking about how Joe Biden happens to be the best president in the history of all presidents, and well, they don't want Joe Biden to actually step down. And really, they were talking about how Joe Biden, in fact, won the debates against Donald Trump, which we know Joe Biden lost miserably, and the entire bloody world actually had to see it all unfold. It was rather an embarrassment. More than that, it was rather concerning considering Joe Biden's mental state. The guy clearly has Lewy body dementia or something equivalent. The guy can't even hold it all together. He's not even making sense half the time, and sometimes he's talking about how he believes that he's a black woman. That actually happened recently during an interview. Yeah, he said that he was a black woman or black president or something along those lines. The guy gets confused. It's not a good look for a president of the United States, the leader of the free world, to really be deteriorating in front of our very eyes, but he's too stubborn to say, I'm going to step aside and allow somebody else to have this. More than that, I think it's just more plain stupid. But you have more stupidity on the front of the media trying to gaslight the living daylights out of the American populace as well as the rest of the world, even though the rest of the world are going to the mainstream media. What the hell are you doing? Now, that video that I made, unfortunately, didn't include Whoopi because, well, Whoopi was elsewhere. We don't know, in fact, where she was, but now Whoopi is back on The View, ladies and gentlemen, and Whoopi wants to have her 2 cents worth that we don't really need, but she's going to give it to us anyway, of her take of the presidential debates and why she believes that Joe Biden is the right candidate to actually have moving forward and leading America. She's going to vote for Joe Biden, even though Joe Biden poops his pants, because according to Whoopi Goldberg, she has poopy days as well. Have a watch of this madness.
I'm just going to add my 2 cents because I wasn't here on the day that y'all talked about it. I don't care if he's pooped his pants. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now, he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then and say, you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it, and gave 4 years. So, yeah, I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you can't even imagine. Now, I'm not running the world, but I don't know anybody who doesn't step in stuff at some point. So I'm just simply saying, yeah, there are 2 debates. And if he can't do what he needs to do for the second debate, I'll join any crew that says get rid of him. But loyalty to me, if you are doing the job, I might not like everything you're doing. I don't like it all. But I'm going to stand behind you like those guys stand behind the guy who should have been the person people were talking about saying, yeah, Biden had a bad day, but this guy couldn't tell the truth if it split his lip. But nobody said that, but Anna said that, I believe, or something. She's not quite as colorful as I am. But the question now
Give me a chance.
The question now is, because lots of Democrats are coming out saying, you know, oh, find somebody else. But when we tried to do that with DT, this is my new way of just describing him. When we said, listen, he shouldn't be on the ballot. Everybody said, no, no, no. The people chose him. We can't take him off the ballot. Well, I don't understand why anybody thinks it's going to be any easier to take Biden off the ballot.
So we're 20 seconds in already to listening to Whoopi Goldberg, and I can't believe the producers are going, pull the plug. What are you even saying right now? This is not a good idea. This is not a good look. But because she's talking about Joe Biden, how good Joe Biden is, the producers are more than likely going, by all means, Whoopi, keep talking. Keep spouting the nonsense. We love it, Whoopi. The first thing that she said was she doesn't care whether or not Joe Biden poops his pants or whether or not he makes sense, whether or not he can actually put 2 sentences together. Now, if I'm the president of the United States, right, and I'm having to go up against the likes of Vladimir Putin, who's a fierce individual, fierce leader. There's a reason why he's been in power for as long as he has. Then you have President Xi of China. Again, there's a reason why he's declared himself president of China for life. Then you have Joe Biden, say, go up against some of the terrorist leaders. You think they're going to be shaking in their boots at the thought of, oh, look, the president of the United States, he pooped his pants. Oh, does that mean that Joe Biden is going to be able to sit in a room with these people and have some dignity about him and not remove his bowels? I understand humans do it, but come on. If a man can't control his bowels at a meeting, who is supposed to be the leader of the free world, that is concerning. But secondly, the very fact that he can't put two sentences together, that's even more concerning. Forget about the bowel movement. That's one problem. But the next problem is, if you can't make heads or tails of a situation, if you can't make sense of things, why in the world are you in a position of leadership or a position of major power that is going to affect every single person in the West? But Whoopi Goldberg goes, I don't care. Because apparently, according to Whoopi Goldberg, Joe Biden is considerably better than the other guy, Donald Trump, who had no wars during the 4 years. Look, that takes a lot, okay? That takes a lot for no wars to be waged during a president's time in office. He's the only president that hasn't had wars under his belt. That says something. I love the story that was told of Trump actually sent one of the terrorist leaders a picture of his own house, of the terrorist leader's house. That takes some serious balls and guts to do. Because if the terrorist leader was to interfere or do anything, Trump was going to bomb the living daylights out of that guy's house because he knows where, in fact, he lives. So he sent a photo to the terrorist leader of his own damn house. How about that? But no, Whoopi Goldberg goes, I don't care if he's pooped his pants, Joe Biden. I don't care about that. I don't care if he can't make heads or tails of where he's going. I don't care if he can't stand up properly. I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Joe Biden because Joe Biden is my hero. I think Joe Biden's track record the last 4 years proves quite evidently the guy can't do the job. He can't do it. He is really crapped the bed, pun intended. Not only did he crap his pants on live TV, allegedly, but he can't even run the damn country properly because it's going down the toilet. But according to Whoopi, he's doing a fantastic job. The people on The View, I still have got no idea how in the world these ladies are still on the air. Have they even got an audience? I wonder how big their audience actually is. Maybe their audience is small. I don't even know. How are they getting paid so much? Oh, wait, it's ABC. It's owned by Disney. So that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But my goodness me, you cannot be, well, you can be, unfortunately, and that's the case we've got, that delusional, that pathetic to think that a person that, in all honesty, it is totally abusive what they are doing to Joe Biden. It's elder abuse is what it really is. It's sad to see. But more than that, Joe Biden actually believes himself that he's capable of another 4 more years. The thing that got me about Whoopi's response is that she seemed to harp on this poopy pants business quite often. Like in the 2-minute clip that you guys just watched, she talks about the pooping of the pants quite extensively. Get it off your brain, Whoopi. What's wrong with you? There's nothing right with this scenario at all. But the radical left will try and make you believe that this is, in fact, a good thing. They're trying to spin the unspinnable. Honestly, you can't tell me that it's a good thing that an old man is up there and he craps his pants on a stage in front of all these other world leaders and say, oh, that's a great thing. It's a sign of decline. If you cannot control your bowels properly, you're in a lot of hurt. You're in a lot of trouble. He's old. His time has come and gone. It's time for him to step aside. But I would be amazed if he actually does. I will be shocked. The video that I will make, shocked. Joe Biden steps aside. Can't believe it. If that was to happen. But the guy's too damn stubborn. He's too power hungry. And you have all of these other people that are so dumb and idiotic, it just goes well beyond any sense of reason or rationale. But is that any wonder with the radical left? The party of just no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. And they think that the people on the right are the worst ones. Yes, I know the right's got their problems, but my goodness, you see a lot of this stuff on the left and you're going, how in the world do you think this stuff? You can't make this stuff up. That's how absurd it actually is, but yet it's happening right before our very eyes. Not only is it concerning, it would be actually funny if it wasn't concerning. But it really is concerning. And Joe Biden went to a black church recently and he literally looked like Walter from Jeff Dunham's comedy special. He looks so out of it. And actually, Jeff Dunham, who I love his comedy specials, by the way, calls Walter Biden or something along those lines, Joe Walter or something like that. It is hilarious. I think Walter would make a much better president than Joe Biden at this stage, believe it or not. Anyway, my friends, that's enough from me. You guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.